Uncover the hidden world of political campaigns in just 5 minutes. Join me, your host, David Washington, on Countertop Politics every Monday for exclusive campaign insights, tantalizing innuendo, and the secret sauce behind successful political campaigns. Don't miss out. Let's go. All right. Here we are again. It's another Monday, at least for you or for whoever's watching this, whatever day it is. 5 minutes or thereof of political insight, tantalizing details about campaigns, and the secret sauce to winning strategies. I'm David Washington, your favorite political innovator. Here we go. We are in the late innings of this 2026 primary season. And I guess you could say it's the late innings. If we extend this to the general election, that would be the late innings. So, but for this purposes, for those of you who are campaign managers, candidates, politicals, trying to understand the campaign structure, let's just say we're like in the late part of the game, the late innings. And here in Florida, our primary is August 18th. And at the time of this recording, it is July 19th. So that's roughly 30 days from the actual election day. And so as those of you who've followed me for years now, those of you who know our approach towards campaigns, you already know that the elections are won early with the vote by mail, right? And also early voting. We have not gotten to the early voting yet. We will. Wait a second. Vote by mail. Yes, we will very, very soon. Look at me. I'm getting all excited. Say, oh my God, did I forget early voting? No, not yet. Not until the end of the month. But regardless, the overseas ballots, the out-of-state ballots, military ballots already went out. The vote by mail ballots have been out for several days. I received mine, boom, day after they came out. And folks are making their decisions. For those campaigns who have not established themselves among your voter universe early, you're in a period of struggle. And I say this because you want to get to your voters early. That's what we've always said, so that when the ballot does come to them or when they go and vote early, they already have an idea of who you are and what you stand for, and of course, the election that you're running in. And so when you engage your voter base, your universe early, you've established some credibility, and you've already established you establish muscle memory, so to speak, brain muscle memory. They know who you are. They recognize your name. And that's important when, they see your name, not your face as a candidate, but your name on the ballot. And so, you've done what you need to do. You've knocked on doors. You've done your digital canvassing. You've contacted those individuals, those community leaders to act as your proxies in those precincts that you identify as high priority, top priority. You've done everything that you need to do on your social media to make yourself known, but more importantly, not necessarily make yourself known. That's important. However, to help establish your brand, let people know what you're all about. And that's the media, that's your opponents, that's even your supporters. And it's, of course, your voters. You want to make sure that in your part of the internet, that you populate with as much information about yourself as a candidate, as a community leader, as a mom, as a dad, as an attorney, or as an engineer, or as a commissioner. You want to make sure there's information about you in your social media that can be pulled by whatever source media, and they have your digital resume already there. So that's the main purpose for social media. It's not about clicks. It's not about likes. It's about shares, and more importantly, impressions. How many times is your name, not necessarily your face, showing up on people's devices? So we're in the late innings now, and this is where the candidate needs to really they need to increase their involvement in the community, not at hobnobs or these networking events that get you in front of the same people all the time, but in front of your voters. Go where your voters are, their devices and their front doors. So this is an important time for the candidate to really, really lean into that part of their campaign role. And again, the role of the candidate is to fundraise and to network. And in this part of the networking, you're talking directly to your voters. Okay, so here we go. This is the fun time. This is where everything should be moving automatically. All the systems that you have in place, campaign managers and political advisors, everything that you put in place should be operating. Mailers. I got a whole bunch of mailers from one candidate. Garbage. I'll do my usual thing for battleground politics. Battleground. Is it battlefield correspondent. I'll take pictures of the trash cans in my apartment complex and show that most of these mailers, if not all of them, because I collect them, research, of course, but these mailers show up in the garbage. A waste of resources, a waste of money. There's always a better mousetrap. On that note, hey, I really appreciate you being here with me and, just listening. And there's a very select few of you that I talk to on the regular basis, and you give me some great feedback and things to talk about. I am building the content for a book, and I really like some of the concepts I've been rolling around in my head. But I'm gonna take my time, because we got something really big happening in 2027 and 2028, and perhaps then that particular book will be out. So thank you again. I really appreciate it. If you like or don't like or whatever, please make it known. You can comment, let me know what you think. Bring your facts, not your feelings. Please share this with family, friends, those influencers in the wild who, could appreciate this kind of material, this content. Also share it with, politicos and candidates and electeds, because they can learn a thing or two. Man, there's a lot of stuff out there that I'm just shaking my head. It's like, really? But anyway, that's just me. Should I do a thing on yard signs? I'm seeing some horrible designs this year. Nah. Oh, maybe. I love it. Okay, anyway, we'll see you the next time. God bless. I love you. And thank you. This is Countertop Politics with yours truly, your favorite political innovator, David Washington. Talk to you.